This is the second lecture of the series of Constitution of Japan. We are going to study about the fundamental right of the citizens of Japan. Similarly, as in India, the Japanese people also have some fundamental rights. These are very similar with the fundamental rights of Indian citizens. Let us see them one by one. There are a total of 31 articles exclusively for fundamental rights. These articles are well defined and detailed, even more than the Bill of Rights. Bill of Rights in America उससे भी ज़्यादा detailed हैं fundamental rights of Japan. These are the kinds of rights in Japan: equality, freedom, economic, property, religion, education, constitutional remedies. In the previous lecture, we have discussed that Japan is a secular state. Okay, Japan gives its citizens the freedom of religion. That means there is no official religion of this country. Everybody is allowed to believe in whatever religion he or she wants to. So that means Japan is a secular state. The first right is the right to equality. That means there will be no discrimination based on caste, creed, color, race. All will be equal in the eyes of law. There will be no honor or decoration valid beyond the lifetime of the person. For example, अगर आज आप एक Japanese citizen हो and you are honored with some award, so that honor will be valid only till you are alive. After your death, that honor, that decoration will not be valid anymore. According to Article 24, marriage shall be based on mutual consent of both the sexes. That means if you want to get divorced, get married, or want to have some property in joint name, that all is entirely upon the wish of both the parties, the male and the female. People have the right to equality. They have the right to choose their life partners as well. Right to freedom. There are a lot of freedoms given to the Japanese citizens. Firstly, you have the freedom to think whatever you want to. Freedom of thought and conscience, according to Article 19. There will be no kind of bondage except for the prison and jails. अगर आपको jail नहीं हुआ है, prison में आप नहीं हैं, उसके सिवाय there cannot be any kind of bondage. This is given in Article 18. Article 15 says people have the right to choose the public officials and they can also dismiss them if required. Adult suffrage, we have talked about this topic in the previous lecture. So adult suffrage is something which is related to your right to vote. So whenever we go for voting, there is a secrecy of ballot which should be maintained. So the Constitution, it assures the citizens that the secrecy of the ballot will be maintained in every case. Article 16 says that the citizens have the right for peaceful petition. If they want to stand against some organ of the state, some official of the state, they have all the rights to peacefully put that petition up. Article 21 says people have the right to assemble, to make associations, to speak, right to press, free press, right to express their opinions as well. Article 22 says people have the right to reside in whatever part of Japan they want to. They can opt for any occupation, any business, job, anything they want to in Japan. These rights are kind of similar with the Indian citizens' fundamental right. For example, we also have the right to reside in any part of the country. We also have the right to opt for any occupation, assemble, association, speech, press, expression. All these rights are given to Indian citizens as well. Article 31 says, no person shall be deprived of life or liberty. अगर आपके पास में warrant नहीं है, neither can you search for anything in the house of a person, nor can you arrest that person. This is also a right given to the Japanese citizen. Also, if You are being arrested for something. Before arresting, they have to tell you the crime, the charges which are levied upon you. Any public officer is forbidden to inflict any kind of torture or cruel punishment upon anybody. Just remember one thing, all the fundamental rights are exclusively for the citizens of the country, okay, not for all the people. That means the ones who are residing in Japan have the citizenship of Japan. Only these people will have these fundamental rights. Then comes the economic rights of the people. Firstly, they have the right and even the obligation to work. That means right to work is a right and a duty as well. They have the right to organize and bargain. State सोशल वेलफेयर और पब्लिक हेल्थ की सिक्योरिटी मेंटेन करेगी, सोशल वेलफेयर को प्रमोट करेगी. मिनिमम स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ होलसम एंड कल्चरल लिविंग. दैट मीन्स अगर कल्चरल लिविंग का एक पर्टिकुलर स्टैंडर्ड सेट है तो वो मेंटेन करने का हर किसी के पास में पूरा राइट है. ऑफ कोर्स थ्रू लीगल मीन्स ओनली. Right to property. Right to property is not a fundamental right in India anymore. People have the right to own some property, and if that property is required by the government also has all the rights to take that property from individuals, but upon just compensation. Just compensation, that means if the value of the property is of 1 crore rupees, then the government have to pay 1 crore rupees to the individual. Right to property is a right to Indian citizens, but not a fundamental right anymore. Right to freedom of religion. That means Japan is not a secular state. They have the freedom of religion. State किसी भी तरह का religious education या कोई भी activity foster नहीं करेगी. There will be no compulsion to anybody to take part in any of the religious acts, celebration or practice. If you want to join, you can join, but if you want to refrain yourself, you have all the rights to do that. If you want to have this PPT, this entire matter on fundamental rights or on the general features, you can join me on Telegram, where I provide PDF and other study materials. You can join by the link given below in the description box. Right to education. Everybody has the right to receive equal education. This is also the duty of the guardians, to provide education to the younger ones. Right to constitutional remedies. This is the same right given to the Indian citizens as well. अगर किसी पर्सन को सपोज उन्होंने अरेस्ट कर लिया, वो एक्विट हो गया है, दैट मीन्स वो चार्ज गलत था, so that person has all the rights to sue the state for redressal. They have the right to peaceful petition. This we have already discussed. The individuals can even sue for redress in case any damage suffered through illegal act of any public official. अगर गवर्नमेंट की वजह से, गवर्नमेंट के किसी भी पर्सन की वजह से, ऑफिशियल की वजह से आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम हुआ, कोई डैमेज हुआ, then you have all the rights to sue that person. Before we begin with the fundamental duties, let me tell you the clear picture. In practice, what happens? Although all these rights are given, but not all of these are used by people. For example, we discussed judicial review. Judiciary, the judges who are in judiciary, they sometimes, fear, they are afraid to take actions against the legislature. So all these things are not completely practiced in Japan. Fundamental duties. There are 5 fundamental duties. Broadly, there are 3, which we have discussed in the last chapter. Firstly, you should not abuse any freedom or right of another people. Secondly, you should use your right for public welfare only. That means these rights are not absolute. There are some limitations on these rights. You have the right to speech, but you should not use this right of speech to defame someone. If you are speaking to defame a person, then you can be arrested for the same. Third right is the obligation to work, the liability to taxation, and the obligation to receive ordinary education. This right is also given in the Chinese constitution. Just the sentence is reformed. For example, here it is the obligation to receive education, but in the Chinese constitution, it is the duty of the guardian to impart education. So this was about the fundamental rights and duties of the Japanese citizens. I hope you like this lecture. If you do not forget to press the like button. Don't close the video, just wait for a minute. I have a question for you. Which of the following is not a feature of the Constitution of Japan? End of dualism, federalism, monarchy, or parliamentary form of government? There is a feature in these 4 options which does not relate to Japan. You have to answer that. You can give me your answer in the comment section below. If you want to practice such questions, you can follow me on either Facebook, Instagram, or Telegram. The link of all these social media is given below in the description box. Just scroll the description box and you will find the links there. There I upload PDF, study material, and such questions on daily basis. So do not forget to join me there. And if you like this lecture, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel to get notifications about the upcoming video. Tomorrow, maybe I'll be uploading about the Japanese executive or either diet. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.